Yes, okay, okay. That's very well. So waiting for this computer to reply only. Check your email, please. You find the file shared with you. Just download it and let's get started. You got the file?
Yes, Mr.
That's great. That's great. So, what I want you to understand behind of this topic today is still in data gathering, and it's still in the reconnaissance phase. Last class we explored some of the utilities, operating system based. We'll keep going on. We are just gathering data and understanding the environment. But here we are talking about web-based. This is cyber context. We are talking about the WWE environment. We'll use ready-made tools, but we have to understand what we are going to search for in order to do the gathering of data or whatever we're going to seek for. What are we doing? What is the step we are in? No more, no less. I'm going to share with you one interface now in this Google uh, to make you understand exactly. I'm going to activate the caption to make you understand more clearly data gathering and docs and things like that. If you see in the prerequisite of the guide I've given you, we are talking about Google Docs. We're going to refer to. Let me start sharing. Yeah, good. It's a context of reconnaissance. Yeah, absolutely true. What we are going to explore 100% today to avail with the cybersecurity context, we're going to cultivate, capture, extract data from the WW environment. Our main actor here is the Google Docs. What is the Google Docs? We are going to see just in a while. Mainly, it is a Google product, but we are going to explore it in a tricky way, to help us, yes, gather as much as knowledge as required. Other first view, it is an ethical step we're going to do. It's not something harmful. 100% it is allowed and permitted, since it is given by Google and it's agreed to be utilized. It is from the Google license and the privacy statement. Let's just proceed and go on. I'm going to share with you one interface in the Google. Just it's just a web interface, and I'm gonna make small search. Then after, I'm gonna help you understand what I'm doing. I believe you are seeing this Google interface in front of you with me. Are you? That's great. The
Yes.
others, are you with me?
Yes, Mr.
Yes, yes.
Okay, I'm going to search for something like that. I'll see how tight. I'm going to search for an MCQ. Actually, I'm going to search for a multiple choice. Multiple choices. Let's say a question exam. Any search I'm going to find. I'm going to find different search results. Variety of. I cannot classify them if they are actually web-based or a file-based, means PDF or doc, Word for file or something like that. So I'm going to narrow the search. I'm going to narrow the search. Yeah, I said multiple, sorry, typo. I'm going to narrow the search to make it actually specific. I need specifically results that they give us, or they give me results in this context. In my search content here, I'm searching for exams related to multiple choice. And I'm going to specify. I'm going to say cybersecurity, cybersecurity, multiple choice question, exam. Cyber typo again. Okay, search, enter. Cybersecurity, multiple choice. Did I make? Yeah, choice. Okay, let it be single. No worries. Again, I had a variety. He's saying 13 million results, 100,000 plus results. So it's a long list of results I may search through. But still, I can narrow again. I will not make the Google give me any, let's say, result, but I need to have file-based exams that I can download, that I can take with me, I can use in offline mode, means in my local computer. Can I download, for example, I'm going to open this interface. I'm going to open this result. I'm going to open a new tab. Right-click, open another tab. Here it is. It will open me this thing. It is a web-based interface, if you can see it now. Is it visible? Is this interface visible to you?
Yes, Mr.
Good, clear. Be with me, please. Be interactive, because I'm not seeing the interface. So if I ask you, please answer. So it is a web base. If I tell you to download this thing or to save it, it will be an HTML file or something. It's not the best way how to download it or to use it. So I come back to my search interface. Here I come back to the search interface where we were searching. You see the Google now? I'm going to narrow it more. I'm going to narrow it more by using the type of the file that or the result I need. I need to have results. They are files and they are with the type. Let's say I'm going to take the example of PDF. I need results only in PDF format. Sorry, type again, PDF format only. I need to download or to get results of the search query or the query here that have to be actually with file format only, that they are based on files only, and they are PDF. This word here, file type, colon, what you see here, colon, file type is a keyword that the Google recognizes. This is defined by the Google itself. It is one of the Google doc words. It's one of the lexic that the Google defines. We utilize it to make the Google specify the result to be as per the this word, this term here. So he's going to specify these search results to be only files, and they are from the type PDF. Let's do the search. Let's make the search. Yes, the search window immediately has been changed, and see at the end of each search, let's say point, PDF, 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 PDF. This is not tricky. This is just a knowledge I'm sharing with you. This is a knowledge I'm sharing with you. All of them, they are PDF. Only PDF. Only PDF. PDF. Wherever you go, you find only PDF. And if there is no PDF, you'll find the PDF are the first priority. The first listed results, they are PDF only. Why? Because I'm searching for PDF. I'm going to change the PDF to be, let's say, doc. So far, I'm only sharing a knowledge with you. I'm not giving any thing tricky, or it will lead us to understand the cybersecurity point. I changed to make the thing actually need only Word file, and Word it is 2007 and earlier, the old versions, doc. Here it is, doc file. So if I click, it will download me a Word file, doc file. The same thing, doc, doc. Yeah, they are all doc, if you can note, all doc. And once the doc files, they are if they are not available, they will be actually the doc are the first priority. Then after comes other results. Docx, for example, the new doc files, yes, the same thing. If, as per the example here, he's listing doc only, but still, we are only the same context. It might be a docx, since it is having the same software application to run. Okay, good. Good. This is a knowledge we shared. We were searching for what? Cybersecurity multiple choice question. Okay, this is for learner purposes. Okay, I'm going to change search for something else. See, I'm going to search for something in the web. I'm going to search for something named index. Index, actually, it's a keyword, the index. The word index here, you see, it's a keyword that indicates that we are, it's actually a pointer to a main interface inside a web application. Every single web site has a main interface to run the access, actually to all the functionalities inside the application, or inside the system, inside the web-based application. The very famous 90% or more than 90% of the web applications available on the web, they are naming the main interface to be index. If it is index, if it's not index, it is either default or something. Actually, mainly we talk about index only. Default, they are actually for the ASP or ASPX page. But let's say majority of the, if they are not the totality of the web applications available on the web, they name the main interface with the name index. I got results. Here, what you have to understand is that I'm trying to grab data from background of a website, or of the totality of websites. I'm searching for a vulnerable access point in an abstract way without specifying a domain. Index, if it shows me some results true, so I'm able to access the background of a website somehow. Actually, docx is not the extension. I may search for HTML because it's a web-based. I was explaining now that the index, they are the main interfaces of any, actually, let's say any web application available on the www. The main interface to give access to the totality of functionalities available in the background would be nominated or given the name index. If we search for index and we find an index access immediately, means there is a default, and there is a dysfunction in the domain. Let's open this one and let's see. Let's open this one and let's see. Actually, nothing. Here, there is no vulnerability so far. There is no vulnerability so far. Because what I see here, oracle.com. There is nothing to be shown later. So yes, here, let me share with you the window. Mainly, yeah, it's the same interface. And here, if you can see in the domain, in the URL on top, it is written index.html. I don't know if it's visible to you or not, but in the URL on top, it is written to me index.html. So exactly what I was searching for. Exactly what I was searching for. Let me change the share share specificities, and let me make you see the whole screen. Is it visible to you? Are you seeing the index.html here?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Great. Yes, this is exactly what I was searching here. This is exactly what I was searching here. I click this one, actually right click, and it opened me this thing. Good. Okay, I narrowed my search, and it is giving me a fruitful result. So far, what's the problem? The problem is that I'm able to grab background files. You have to feel that. I'm able to grab background files. So an index, you don't know actually. If I ask you to search for an example of an exam or research, I want you to do an activity, an assignment, whatever, you'll not search for something like this because you'll not find the result. Yet, with the knowledge, you'll be able to do. Now you know what is the index. If I ask you to do search something from background, you'll specify in your search query the word index. That's great. We have results. Second result, third, and so on. We have a list. He's saying million, and he's saying 1 billion, not million, of index pages that they have the extension HTML. Let's change the file type to be. Let's change the file type to be. See here, I'm going to change the file type, not HTML, but I'm going to change it to be exe. What is the output? Nothing. Nothing. It has changed completely the search into a definition. It's not giving me nothing. The page is completely empty. Nothing. See the cursor here. See the scroll bar here. The page is empty. Nothing is there on the page. Nothing in the page. Only a definition of what is an index. If I even he's giving me even the phonetics, how to pronounce this word. I'm not searching for the whatever. You have to understand that this file type now, it is a strong word that really it grabs from background. It really goes to the background of a destination and brings me something from background. True. Index is not something to search for, but I can search for using the keywords given by Google, which are given the name Dorcks. Dorcks. Very good. Very good. So far now you have the knowledge and you know what is Google Docs and how to grab data from background, and the sensitivity, you can feel it. The sensitivity, you can feel it. EXE files, we will not find EXE files in the web, but they might be stored somewhere. Yeah, somebody is uploading in his server one exe file. We can search for that exe files because, as per our definition in the digital security, they are the most famous companion viruses. Types means exe files. They are 100% guaranteeing that a companion virus might be actually carried on with an exe file or a com file. If I search for com, I talk here actually about the file extension. I'm not talking about the domain or the TLDS, the top level domain. No, we're talking about an extension. Again, I'm going to search. Let's see the result, what Google would give us. No, here we have different results. He's giving me 2 million results, 2 million something results. That's here. Conclusion, file docs, keywords, and specificities. They are 3 main criterions you may go after. After the knowledge, we had now this small definition. I come back to my XE to make you memorize in this step. We come back to our guide. Let's visit together this domain. Let's visit this domain, which is the pentest tools. Before we go there, actually, I'm sorry. I prepared this second search engine, which is the Bing. It's from Microsoft. I'm going to do the same search index. I need a file type to be PDF, for example. What error I made? Yes, typo here. PDF. I got some results. It is PDF. PDF, still it is working. It is from Microsoft, this doc, but the engine here is from Microsoft, and still he recognizes this keyword. I'm going to search for exe now. Would he give me, like the Google, a definition, or would he give me something different? exe is sensitive file, nothing. There is no that. Cannot find anything. Actually, it is not something to search for here on the www. Somehow he's saying. So far, he's saying that. Does not mean that this is true. Let's do the next step, which is visiting this pen test tools. And testtools.com. Great. This platform here, actually, it is one of the famous platforms. Let's say it's a private one that gives us the chance. Actually, it's one of the very, let's say, agreed and, let's say, conform platforms that you may trust. It is not something that you feel fear from. No, it is trustful. That's what even your any filter you utilize, you will not stop it. What we are going to use for this interface is just for grabbing data, for just the gathering data. From this same interface, we are going, as per the request, we are having 3 domains. We'll test some of the features, if they are actually secure or not. We are going to visit those domains, the three of them, and we'll grab those information, if they are vulnerable versus those, let's say, issues or not. If they have any issue in a such, let's say, context, yes or no. Have a vulnerability, yes or no. Have a vulnerability, yes or no, and so on. What are those things? Actually, I'm grabbing them from you to you from the same domain itself, but you have to know that there are specific issues and means security concerns that we have to tackle whenever we build a web application. Those concerns, they are means securely set or not. Where? In this domain, and in this domain, and in this domain, and so on. Let's start with the first one. I'm going to copy paste. This is actually the sublet Oman. This is the old interface, the old sublet Oman. I'm going to copy. I'm going to paste it to guarantee that it is running. No, I have an error in the domain. Come on. Yes, HTTP. Waiting for it to load. Yes, it is working very fine. It has been loaded. Yes, I'm going to copy the domain again. And come back here. What I'm going to do, even if you do not know exactly the definitions or the definition in singular of each of the listed here, let's say, security concerns, it's a functionality ready here in the pen test platform. We'll just grab it and we'll see the result. There is a relation with the docs we just saw in earlier. The same interface here, I'm going to go down till the top, the most top down, the most bottom. We have information gathering. This is what I'm going to follow. And here in this window, immediately from the first part, from the first section, I have the Google hacking. Here is scan now. I'm going to open this scan now. Immediately we have a Google hacking interface with some of the security concerns that we may check. Security concerns that we are going to check. We are going to check those listed here and others also we may check also, because they are not only, here I have only, let's say 10. Here we have, they are 15 already, or maybe more, I believe. Whatever. Those are actually one list of security concerns developed and covered by this application. Paste the domain here, which I copied earlier. Disable the domain. I'm not going to do enter. If I do enter, nothing happens, because it's not a search engine here. It is a filter to scan for an issue. Remember what are we doing? See what I'm highlighting? We are trying to search for security issues. Then after we report the concern. Security issues available, we report. We are hackers, so we are doing ethically the thing. We search for the issue, then we report. I'll stick to the list set here. Dictionary list and vulnerabilities. Dictionary list and vulnerabilities. It's a matter of definitions or background definition. Dictionary list and vulnerability. Here it is, the second one. Here it is. I'm going to just simply click it. Your search did not match any documents. Means this domain here, this window here, what we see here, this is the result related to this. What is it? I'm gonna redo because I need the dictionary list, the dictionary listen. Here it is. Regarding this security issue, this domain, the sublet Oman, it does not have any let's say breach. Does not have any breach. It is secured. How I knew that? No results. No results. Results of what? Results of what? See here in the search. We were talking about the Dorcks. He's saying in title. In title we have index of. This is a new Google Doc word. We are searching for specific finding, which is index of. Actually, this is in the title of the interface, index of. We are not able to open the background of this domain. We are not able to open the background of this domain. This is the site. It's another keyword specifying this, insisting on this domain. And we are particularly searching for a background file which is displaying the content. Actually, because the index of here, index.of, it is a keyword that servers, web servers, not any server, web servers utilize to specify files that they list background files, background of the server. If any server is exposing in public his background contents, his background resources, the interface that lists those exposed files would have that in the title the word index of. Means exposed. The content is exposed, مفضوح. Here in this context, Sublet Oman does not have this concern. This issue does not have this issue. To report, just you save this interface. I'm going to make a print screen for now. Later on, you do it for all. Me, I'm going to do it only for this one. Me, I'm going to do it only for this point, which is the dictionary listing. Print screen from keyboard. I'm going to just start a new report, WinWord. WinWord. I'm going to give the title here actually CyberSec Reconnaissance. Yes, Reconnaissance. Whatever, I'm going to say Google Docs. Just indicate whatever you want actually. Hack number 1. Dictionary listing. Let's say files. Paste. I have the domain, I have all the details. I go on to the next hack. I go on, close this one, خلاص, I don't need it. Come back to the domain I have. The second concern is the configuration file exposed or not. Configuration files are exposed or not. Configuration files exposed or not. Let's go. Let's do it. Configuration files, here it is the option for that. The same domain still. Configuration files. Let's test. New docs site, it is there. Extension now. We are specifying the extension to be specific. Here is saying actually XML or conf or registry, informative, RDP, I don't know exactly. Environment, whatever. He's specifying all the totality of the configuration file extensions in it. He's specifying the totality of the extensions that a configuration file might have. And this context also, this AVB, this Sublet Oman is actually secured. He is actually guaranteeing the security, this domain, guaranteeing that he is not vulnerable versus such hack, which is the exposure of the background configuration files. Again, press the screen, come back. I'm going to report that. Come on. Hack 2. Hack number 2. Configuration files. Configuration files. Let's say exposed. Paste. I have it. Whatever you can do the format in your life. Next, database file exposed. Again, I'm going to do the same scenario. Database file exposed. Here it is, the option. Okay. Still the same thing. Nothing. Report this. You have to report it with the title. Okay. You keep going on based on the given list here, one by one. Okay. I'm going to go for the second domain. I'm going to check the same scenario for the second domain. Does not mean that the subject domain is secured, that the others, they are secured also. No, it does not mean that at all. I'm going to close this one. I do not need it. Come back to the same pen test platform I have. My second domain. Here it is, HTTP my protocol. The same, enter. Does not give any result. The first, let's say, scan tool is the dictionary list vulnerability. I'm going to test. Let him do same. No vulnerability. Again, I'm gonna report that. Yeah, whatever. What should I do? Here I have to specify the domain first. Domain. Whatever. I'm gonna copy paste it later. Hack number 1, which is dictionary listing. Sorry. Listing, whatever, typo. I have to fix that. Just give me a second. I come back to you, please. Sorry for the interruption. Yeah, yes, okay, good. So we were saying that I'm gonna report the domain first. I'm gonna report the domain. This is my domain I was testing. Come back. Domain is the announce. Hack1 dictionary list and let's say files. No file, whatever. Nothing, no vulnerability. Next hack configuration file exposed. The same domain. The configuration file exposed. Yes, we have an issue here in this Tunisian NOS. In this domain here, we have an issue here. We have one of the exposed contents. It's an advertisement. This file has been exposed. This is a configuration file for an advertisement configuration file from Tunisian NOS. So we have one vulnerability in the first. It's not one. We have the first. We are exploring, and we are finding the first vulnerability. So in the Tunisian NOS, I'm going to report that. I'm going to just here make it visible, highlight, print screen, and I'm going to report that. Here I'm going to say hack number 2, configuration files exposed. Yes, validated. Paste, validated means positive true. Here means positive true. This is actually one positive typo. Positive true. This is actually validating the attack, validating that the vulnerability is there. Here it is. We can grab that. We can grab that. We can go further and search, and we try to get in to the domain through this point only by infecting this virus or something. There are other activities to do. It's not the final step. We just find the virus. But for now, we knew that there is a vulnerability, there is a breach regarding this context, this security concern. Next, I'm gonna go for the check database file exposed. Is yes. Let me close this one. I do not need it. Do not need it for now. Next steps actually they come. Database files exposed. It is the same, no? Yes. Here, data files exposed. No, we do not have this breach here. Also, we have to report it. We have to report it. You do. Me, I'm gonna pass to the next hack. Log file exposed. Again, it's extension. It's secured. Next hack. Backup and old files. Yes, good. Attractive. Backup. Yes, and old files. Yes, it's again secured. See the docs. Memorize the docs. You have to memorize them. Next hack. Login pages. Yeah, this is very interesting access point. Login pages, here they are. No, nothing is hackable here. Nothing is hackable. Let's come back here. I'm gonna, for this point only, I'm gonna test the sublet domain. Copy. Come back here. We'll come back to this Tunisian nonce. Okay. Login pages. It's secured also. Okay, let's come back. I thought that it is because I believe I tested it in an early age. It was having this issue. I remember, if I remember well. So the Tunisian laws does have a security versus this hack. Next hack is the SQL errors. وما أدراك. Okay, SQL errors, here they are. No, secured. Great. They are doing good, those people. Publicity exposed documents. SQL errors. Let me just here validate the Google because he's seen the thing again and again. He's saying in text the doc. I came back to the same doc. He's saying in text. We have something actually to test. He is actually an bar. Something like that, whatever. So memorize the doc. I said the next hack is what? Publicity exposed documents. It's not there. Search. Press and search GitHub. Search takeover. No, publicity is not there. They updated the list. Whatever. But we may go for the configuration files here. We have an advertisement here already. So this is exposed. We can report the same thing. We can paste this thing as a report for the same hack because it's an advertisement. We can report for the same hack, publicity, exposed files. Next, PHP info, which is actually configuration. It's a sort of a configuration file. It is only for display. It is only for display information. It's not for input. I'm going to close this one, and I'm going to go for this hack, for this PHP info. PHP info. Here it is. It is an informative function that does not have any output. It's secured here in this domain in the Tunisian nodes. Let's check it for the sublet domain. Okay, PHP info. Again, secured. That's great. Okay, they are doing good. Does not mean that we are actually some security breaches. We are not able to grab them, so they are secured. This is great for them. Actually, it's small here. Whatever, even in capital it works. Come on, good. Right, we give you some result. This is for sure. Good. Yeah, third domain, the same way. Third domain is the database. This is my own domain. Actually, I'll tell you one secret. Actually, later on, just after I finish. Remember that we are doing probes here. We are doing probes. We define the word probe in digital security course, in the computer security course. We are doing probes. Means we are asking a website for information or something like that. The probe is it's a security breach. It's not allowed. Only with a privacy, let's say, permitted, or there is an agreement. The probe is not permitted somehow. Okay, starting with the first hack here with this drabay.com. Dictionary list and vulnerabilities. Dictionary list and vulnerability. Nothing. This is my domain. Actually, I know. I trust my domain. It's my own. I know my security. I know what I'm doing. Configuration files exposed or not? No, you cannot find. I did it. Database files exposed. Also, you'll not find. I know. You'll not find. This is my domain. Extensions. Other thing. Logged files, yes. No. Let me check up. Log files, backup, login, SQL error. Backup, never. I guarantee that. Login pages, also you'll not find. Don't even dream of. Because I'm doing the measures here. What does it mean that actually SQL errors does not give any result? What does it mean? Did I fail? No, it did not fail. Me, I'm doing what? I'm making a security scan, searching for security concerns issues. My concern in this context here, when I click this SQL error, my concern is an error in the SQL statement or something like that, SQL related issue. To report it. No, I'm not finding any result. Means this domain here has built the security, let's say, architecture necessary to just pass this problem. What I'm highlighting now. It's not a matter of error or false or true. It's not a matter of yes, we failed, we found. Yeah, absolutely, we can talk this way. But here we are doing the thing ethically. Remember. What else? SQL publicity exposed and PHP info. Publicity, we said that it's not available. This test here now, they have removed, but we can go for the configuration files exposed or not. So nothing. We do not have any concern in this regard. PHP info, the informative function. No, it's not exposed. It's not exposed. It does not expose anything. Yeah, great. So this way I was able to actually. I did not finish the report. You have to build it one by one and clearly. Later on, you submit it to me. This way we are able to. Sorry. We are able to build a clearer view regarding list of security concerns on the WWE environment related to a specific domain. Those security concerns listed in our document here, those security concerns listed here, they are only examples. They are not the totality. And the proof of that the list available here is more longer than that. And one here, the dictionary, the publicity exposed here is not available in this list. So it is not final. Neither this nor this list. Both of them, they are not final. But we have a very major security concerns, let's say, functions that we may go after to grab information. What is the information? Is it vulnerable, breach? There is a breach in this concern or not? The answer to this concern on a given domain with yes or no based on the result here. What is the basic tool to answer such concern is a doc. The extension we go after, or whatever the file type we go after, or let's say the in text content we go after, or something. The Google Doc, the Word, the lexic we use in the search engine. We are not doing anything. We are just using some search keywords. I'm going to copy paste this list here. I'm going to copy paste this query. Copy. I'm going to copy. What is this? This is Google. No, I'm going to close. And I'm going to go to the Bing, the Microsoft. And I'm going to paste it here. Paste. Search. Nothing is there. It's not related to the search engine we go after. It is related to the security set in the service provider. In this concern here, we talk about DRABA. It is secure, means it's secure in this regard. The concern of searching for an extension with a specific let's say type. Secured means secured, whatever the search engine you utilize. I come to an end. Do you have any questions, please, before I give you the chance to practice? I need to have the report before 1:40 today. Any questions you raise? I'm going to stop the recording and I'm going to share with you this video immediately. But even though you